pilots are required to report unforecast weather conditions or other information related to safety of flight to ATC. The pilot in command of each aircraft operated in controlled airspace under IFR shall report as soon as practical to ATC any malfunctions of navigational, approach, or communication equipment occurring in flight. 1. Loss of VOR, tactical air navigation, TACAN, or automatic direction finder, ADF, receiver capability. 2. Complete or partial loss of instrument landing system, ILS, receiver capability. 3. Impairment of air-to-ground communications capability. The pilot in command shall include within the report, 1. Aircraft identification, 2. Equipment affected, 3. Degree to which the pilot to operate under IFR within the ATC system is impaired, and 4. Nature and extent of assistance desired from ATC. Position reports are required over each compulsory reporting point, shown on the chart as a solid triangle, along the route being flown regardless of altitude, including those with a VFR on top clearance. Along direct routes, reports are required of all IFR flights over each point used to define the route of flight. Reports at reporting points, shown as an open triangle, are made only when requested by ATC. A pilot should discontinue position reporting over designated reporting points when informed by ATC that the aircraft is in radar contact. Position reporting should be resumed when ATC advises radar contact lost or radar service terminated. Position reports should include the following items: 1. Identification. 2. Position. 3. Time. 4. Altitude or flight level, include actual altitude or flight level when operating on a clearance specifying VFR on top. 5. Type of flight plan, not required in IFR. Position reports made directly to ARCS or approach control. 6. Estimated time of arrival, ETA, and name of next reporting point. 7. The name only of the next succeeding reporting point along the route of flight. 8. Pertinent remarks on route position reports are submitted normally to the ARC controllers via direct controller to pilot communications channels using the appropriate ARC frequencies listed on the en route chart. Whenever an initial contact with a controller is to be followed by a position report, the name of the reporting point should be included in the call-up. This alerts the controller that such information is forthcoming. For example, Atlanta Center, Cessna 1230 Alpha at Jails intersection. Cessna 1230 Alpha Atlanta Center. Atlanta Center, Cessna 1230 Alpha at Jails intersection, 5000, estimating Monroeville at 1730. Additional reports. In addition to required position reports, the following reports should be made to ATC without a specific request. 1. At all times. A. When vacating any previously assigned altitude or flight level for a newly assigned altitude or flight level. B. When an altitude change is made if operating on a clearance specifying VFR on top. C. When unable to climb/descend at a rate of at least 500 feet per minute, FPM. D. When an approach has been missed, request clearance for specific action, to alternative airport, another approach, etc. E. Change in average true airspeed, at cruising altitude, when it varies by 5% or 10 knots, whichever is greater, from that filed in the flight plan. F. The time and altitude upon reaching a holding fix or point to which cleared. G. When leaving any assigned holding fix or point. Note, the reports in F and G may be omitted by pilots of aircraft involved in instrument training at military terminal area facilities when radar service is being provided. H. Any loss in controlled airspace of VOR, TACAN, ADF, low frequency navigation receiver capability, global positioning system, GPS, anomalies while using installed IFR certified GPS/global navigation satellite systems, GNSS, receivers, complete or partial loss of ILS receiver capability, or impairment of air/ground communications capability. Reports should include aircraft identification, equipment affected, degree to which the capability to operate under IFR in the ATC system is impaired, and the nature and extent of assistance desired from ATC. I. Any information relating to the safety of flight. 2. When not in radar contact. A. When leaving the final approach fix inbound on final approach, non-precision approach, or when leaving the outer marker or fix used in lieu of the outer marker inbound on final approach, precision approach. B. A corrected estimate at any time it becomes apparent that an estimate as previously submitted is in error in excess of 3 minutes. Any pilot who encounters weather conditions that have not been forecast, or hazardous conditions which have been forecast, is expected to forward a report of such weather to ATC.